Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want to open up this little pyro kit that I got just recently on our trip to Maine. Got this in, I don't remember exactly what the town was, in southeastern Maine. We were driving around looking for antique shops and we stopped and I found this at one. This is a 1963 pyro kit. It's a 48 Lincoln Continental, if you didn't see that. Deluxe Classics. Kit number C330. It was a 98 cents. Amazing that they could sell anything for 98 cents and make money off of it. But yeah, it's a really cool little kit. I saw it's literally in perfect condition. Easy to build plastic hobby craft kits. Pyro Plastics, Union, New Jersey. Days long gone making model kits in America. Well, no, there's companies that are, but so this kit became, I'm gonna show you my phone, but it's so, the screen's so dirty. Let me wipe it off. But this kit was a see if it's still up here. Yeah, here it is. So the kit started in 57, 59, and 63 is the kit that I have here. And it went to 67. Then Lindbergh got the purchased the molds. They in 1979 produced one, and then in 2006 Lindbergh reintroduced it. And Doug over at Douglas Model Garage Videos, he did a he just opened the two Lindberghs the other day and was comparing them. And I'd mentioned this when I got this kit on the haul video, but he took those two kits and they were the same thing. I watched his video to confirm that this is the same kit, but before I'd even looked at scale mates. But anyway, let's check this out. It's a multi-piece body, and what's interesting is that Lindbergh continued to put that thing out. The instructions aren't yellowed as much as some other instructions. It's a lot, again, old kits, lots of reading. See, it's kind of double vision too. It's kind of some is shadowed when you see the words. See how they're kind of shadowed? They're misprinted. But lots of reading, because more than likely you had to have a description of how this thing went together rather than just the pictures. But yeah, it's I saw, so Steve Mignonti, the guy who does the Barrett Jackson auto auction commentary up on the stage, he has a shirt. He likes model cars too, and I've watched his channel. And he has a shirt that says AMT Mom Loves Me, and below it said Pyro Mom Likes Me. And he said the reason he made that shirt is because Pyro was such subpar to like AMT that you could get literally you could get a Pyro for 98 cents and an AMT. Matter of fact, I just had one. Where's it at? An AMT kit. Well, I've got like that. Anyway, I can't find it. Anyway, over $1. Okay, over $1 for the AMT and Revell and stuff. All right, so my camera, the memory card went berserk, so I had to stop. What I was saying when the thing cut off, I think, because that was like 20 minutes ago, is how that Pyro is known to be a little subpar to the major names of the model industry. So anyway, with that said, take a look at these. I haven't even taken any parts out of here. I guess all the parts are here to it, but I'm not 100% sure. But it does have a multi-piece body that I'm sure is a booger. Okay, look at this too. So this is 1955. No, this kit's not from 55, but I don't think it is. It says copyright 1955, Pyro Plastics Corporation. That is really cool. So it's a curbside car too. See how the oil pan is I'm sure that's the way the bottom of that car looked too, but it's molded in. So we got the, where's some other, okay, I see the other body parts in the bag. So you got the door sides here. You got the, anyway, I don't know where that would fit or how that would fit, but anyway, that's your door. Here's the rear of the car with the trunk and where the spare tire would go. Nice little hood. All right, check out these. Let's see what's in here. Is it not? It does. So this thing has a 0 chrome. So if it's going to have chrome, and I think it's 1/25th scale. I don't see a scale, but I think it's 1/25th scale. Although the steering wheel looks really small. Steering wheel looks like tail lights possibly. Everything's got to be chromed if you want to have chrome. You know the kids back in the 60s were gluing these things together. If it was green, it was green. Here's a 6-volt battery. Gas pedal. Looks like some little tools. Here's something interesting. Here's a little badge or an emblem that's got a lot of flash on it, but it says Lincoln. That's pretty neat. Maybe the generator or something here. A lot of flash on these little lights, but that's okay. Flash is easy. Here's the center portion of the chassis, molded in muffler. Reminds me of a bridge, like an old bridge riveted together. That'd be the front, I think. Met the axle, kept the axle straight. No idea what these are. Some sort of inner body panels, probably. Here's your windshield. Speaking of windshield, did this thing even come with any? I wonder if it came with glass. I'll have to look at the instructions because I don't see anything clear in here. It may not have had a window or windows. Some of these older kits don't, interestingly enough. No, it doesn't have any glass. Isn't that something? Build a kit and they don't even have windows. Which you could, that's flat. Where did it go? You could cut a piece of flat plastic to go in that. More than likely you could do it. An expert modeler could do that. There's some sort of inner panel. Oops. It's like a rear fender. Something like that. There's a rear fender with skirts. A little seat. Textured seat. The firewall. Hold on. Why would it even have a firewall? Anyway, there's a firewall. You know what? Does it have an engine? It does. Hold on. Oh, it's one of those deals where the so it does have an engine. I'm sitting here looking at it, not even paying attention. There is an engine. It just doesn't. It just glues onto the just right up on top of the chassis there. It's got more rear fenders than you can shake a stick at. I think that looks like a rear fender too. Hold on, no, that could be it's got big old fat front fenders too. I forgot about that. It could be a front fender maybe. I don't know. I'd have to really lay this stuff out and see. Looks like the back of your front seat. I love the sound of that old styrene. There's the okay, there's the front or the back seat, more than likely the bottom of the back seat. Another front fender or rear fender. No, it's got to be front because here's your rear. Banjo axle. Non-chromed. That's why they could sell these things for 98 cents, because there was no chrome, no glass. There's your big old grill. And they didn't have the fancy chrome paints we have today. It's no problem if something's not chrome today. We could just fire up the airbrush and here's all your tires. Put one together here. Well, there we go. It's like an army. Gotta love that tread. Looks just like an army Jeep tread. That's one thing about some older model kits, especially AMT. Boy, their attention to detail on the tire tread was not great. That's a seat. Looks like seat back. Two of them. Here's the engine block. Okay, so here we go. Engine block. And the cylinder head, or I guess it would be cylinder head up. It's probably no, this thing was V12. No, it doesn't. I mean, it does not at all look like a real engine, but then it just would sit right on there like that. Very detailed. Very. There ain't a whole lot to it. You're very out of proportion. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, look how small that is. It's a V12. And it's got this tiny little radiator and this itty bitty little fan. I mean, compared to the size of the radiator, the fan's way too small, and I'd say the radiator's way too small anyway. There's all kind of little bits and pieces down here. Here's another one of those things that would keep your axles tracking right. Here's some leaf springs. Some of these parts are detailed nicely, like the leaf springs. They have nice detail. Each little leaf. No idea what that is without looking at the instructions. Maybe those are the front fenders. Don't know. Just wanted to kind of open it up and show you guys. And I believe it's probably all here. I think whoever had owned this kit before it made its way to the antique mall was careful about how it was treated, because, like I say, the box is just an absolute wonderful shape. Or it could be because they knew it was such a terrible kit they'd never want to build it, so it just sat on the shelf and never got touched, and that way preserved it. But I think they're still cool. It's a part of modeling history, and that's kind of what I like about it. I'm really not even interested in building it. I know some guys get kits and they're like, man, I can't wait to build it. I don't have that thought go through my head a lot, because I like the history of this stuff, and hearing that sound and seeing those parts that some little kid back in 1963 would have rode to what would have been a store open in 63 around here. I don't think Kmart was in existence. I don't know what in the heck, what the store would have been, but rode to the store with the mom or dad or somebody and got a little model kit and brought it home. Got it for 98 cents, which would probably in 1963. I don't have the calculator downloaded in my head, but I'm just going to take a gander, see how close I am. 1963, let's say 98 cents would probably be somewhere in the ballpark of I'm gonna say $12.50. Let's see in the comments. How many guys can tell me how far off I was? I'm just gonna say $12.50. 98 cents to the modern day equivalent. What would that be? $12.50 close? I don't know. That was just an absolute guess. But guess nevertheless, it was an inexpensive model kit that some kid could have bought and taken it home and built it that weekend. All green. No windows. It's funny because you know you get the appearance of glass and everything, but there's not a stitch of glass in there, and all that shiny chrome. What would a kid done? You know, he'd have put it together just like it came out of the box, green. I bet there's some sitting on some shelf somewhere built like that. I've never built a kit straight out of the box without painting it. Never have I ever done that. I had a friend though that would, and his name was Stanley, my best friend growing up. One of my best friends. I had several best friends, but anyway, he was one of them, and he would build them. And if it was green, it's going to be all green. If it was yellow, it would be yellow, whatever. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this little tidbit of model history here, talking about this pyro kit. I noticed my phone, when I use my phone, it starts to darken. See how it gets darker? Like, it's got this auto white balance, and it ain't doing such a good job because I wish I could brighten it up, and I don't know how to do that. But anyway, nevertheless, again, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for you guys who have subscribed to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please go hit that subscription button. Like this video. Tell me about a pyro kit. Since I've never built one, is that true that they were subpar to the mainstream kits, AMT, Revell, Monogram, and those kits? Were these below average, or is it just an inexpensive way to get a kit and they build up fine? I don't know. I'm just making assumptions off of what other people said. But you guys, I know some of you out there have built pyros. Let me know. Did you hate them? Did you like them? Were they just average? Were they good? Anyway, Hobby Nut Models. Go check out Hobby Nut Models. Mark is a supporter of my channel, and I ask you that you go over there and check out Hobby Nut Models. Link in the description below. Go check out his inventory. You never know what you're going to find over there as far as model kits. He's always coming across different things. Go grab you some MCW paint or some Tamiya paint, some supplies, sandpaper, anything. He's got it all. Go check him out. Also, thank you to the Facebook guys. You guys that are on my Facebook group, it's great. It's loaded with information. If you ever have a problem, a question, go to the Facebook group, type it in. You'll get so many great answers that you won't know what to do with. And my Patreon supporters, thank you guys so much for supporting me, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. So this video is over, guys. Until the next one, we'll see you later. Bye.